Hi, how are you doing today? Welcome to my tutorial this morning or afternoon or evening. I hope you are doing good. Today we are going to be making this beautiful petite dress. Okay, and I have here 4 yards of this fabric. We're going to be using it. I had to get the exact fabric for this tutorial. We're going to be making use of this. Okay, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here for me. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for your comments. And if you are new, feel free to subscribe before leaving and also tap on the notification bell so that you get notified once I upload. So quickly we'll get started. And these are the measurements we are going to be using. I have divided them into 3. First is 7 inches from the shoulder. That will be for the sleeve. 7 inches from the shoulder down this way. 7 inches. That's the number 1 measurement. Okay. The next will be from the 7 inches to your underbust. Okay, and then to your waist. I hope you get that. Shoulder to 7 inches down, from the 7 inches to your underbust. Okay, and then to your half length. Okay, and then from the half length as well, you measure the first layer, the second layer, the third and the fourth. Okay, you see there is a satin and there are nets there. Okay, so as we progress, I'll be explaining how I'll be doing all of the measurements and joining. Okay, so I'll be cutting the lower part first of all. That is from the half length down. Okay, and then we have 2 layers, so I will cut the first and then the second one. All of them are full circle. That is 360-degree circle. Okay, and the way we normally cut our circle dress or top or whatever, you fold into 2 and then you fold again. I'm not using the triangular method. Okay, and then you get the radius and the length of your flay. I hope you get that. Okay, so my radius is 6.5. I measure 6.5 all round. And then my length is 16 inches. So I'll measure it round as well and cut. Okay, so this is for the second one. Because you know the one at the upper part will be shorter than this. At the lower part here, I'll remove 2 inches. Okay, so I'll now cut the second one. Still the same process, but the length is now 10. Okay, so now we have the 2 of them cut. This is the shorter one. This is the longer one. Like I said, it is the same procedure. Everything is just the same. So next will be to cut our net. Okay, that will follow this shorter one. Okay, that net should be about 3 inches longer. So I'm going to use this to cut the neck, but this time around I'm going to extend the length by 3 inches. So here is the net. I hope you see it. So next will be to cut the satin. Okay, my length is that is from the waist. Length is 22, fold allowance inclusive, so I have 22 inches here. Okay, and the width is 56 inches. You know our satin comes this way, that is the full length. I use the full length, okay, as the width. Okay, I've also cut the net that I'm going to be putting underneath it. So this is the net, and I used 5 inches. That's for the net. So now basically we are done with the lower part. The next will be to cut the lining for these two. I'll cut the lining and line them properly. Okay, so for the upper part, here we go. I have my fabric here on fold, and what I cut is, remember I said I removed 7 inches for the sleeve. So I cut from that 7 inches I removed to my half length. I hope you get that. Okay. Now my under bust is 10. I'm going to be adding half an inch. So I'm marking 10 and half. Okay. And then I have here also my shoulder, my bust to bust, which is 4 inches. I added 1/4 of an inch, that is my sewing allowance. So I will draw the line this way and then at the under bust. So next will be to measure my shoulder to nipple, which is 5.5. I already marked it here. I removed half inch here, that is for the joining, okay, or fold. And then below also I have half inch for joining at the lower part. Okay, from 7 inches to my waist is 12 inches, but I have 13 inches. That is, I will take half up, half down. Okay, now at the upper part, that is my chest line, I will take 1 inch here and 1.5 inches this side. At the lower part, I will take 1 inch, 1 inch. Okay. Here at the shoulder to bust, coming down by half an inch. Okay. So I will now connect this to here, this to here, half an inch as well. I'll connect this here, this here. I hope it's clear enough. Okay, I came down by half an inch, up half an inch, so that I can connect this 1.5 inch here, this 1 inch here, the same thing with the lower part. So I also connect the other side. Okay. Still at the waistline is 1 inch, oh, please. 1 here, 1 here. So next will be to place my bust and waist measurement. Bust is 45 into 5, 11 and quarter. I'll use 2 inches for allowance. Waist is 39 into 4, 9.75. Plus these 2 inches. And then sewing allowance. Okay. Alright, so for my chest line here, I'll use 11 inches wide. So since our fabric is on fold, remember we removed 2.5 here, that is 1 on this side, 1.5 here. So everybody understands what I'm doing. I'm adding 1 inch extra, that is for the joining here. Okay. My armhole will be 2.5 inches. This is subject to adjustment. You can choose to make it straight too. Don't mind me. This one can still go. Okay. I said this is subject to change. I'm supposed to add, because of this 1/2 inch here, please. So we'll go over to the back. So for the back, this is my zipper allowance, clearly marked out. Like I said, my neck is 11 inches. This is 11 here. I'm adding 1/2 inch as sewing allowance. Armhole is 2.5, but I marked 3 because I'll use 1/2 inch here for joining. I hope you get that. That's what we did at the front. Okay. Now bust is 11.25. Waist is 9.75. Allowance of 2 inches at the bust. Then at the waist 3 inches. 1 will be for that. So the back is quite simple to construct. Okay, the volume of the neck for back, 2 inches. This is the armhole. I did the 2 inches for the neck. Okay. So this is the back. This is one I'll cut the second one and cut the lining and the wooden accordingly. Okay, so this is what we have left. This is more than 1 yard. Like I said, I started with 4 yards and we have this left. Okay, so you can use 3 yards to get your own done. Okay, now I've done the lining. These are the two back panels. I've lined them. This is the front. I attached them. This is the lining. I'm yet to give it the neckline. Okay. This is the lower part. I've also lined it. Hope you see it. This is the net. So I joined the upper and the lower part together. You see it. The upper part, the net, and then the lower part and satin. Okay. But then I extended the length of our satin because when I joined it, the lower part was like a straight cut. So I had to join more fabric to the satin so that the lower part can widen up a little. Okay. So you can use like 2 yards for the lower part of the satin, I mean. Alright. So next thing I will do will now be to attach this net and this lower part. First, I will mark where it ended. I mean the flay. I will determine the length. You see where it ended. So if I'm attaching this, I should make sure that this one covers it. Okay? I should make sure that this one covers so that the thread does not show here. Okay? So I'm attaching this way. I'll just shift it a little bit and sew. Okay? And then I'll fold the lower part so that the net on its own will be showing. I hope it's clear enough. Like if this is where this one ends, maybe I will move up by 1.5 inches before I start to attach this one. Okay? So that this one can cover this one. Alright. So for the neck volume, I will use 1.5 inches. So I'll mark 1.5 inches and then curve it slightly to this point. I hope you get that. So it's going to look this way. I will then cut this part off. Okay, so we have this for the neck. So I'll go now to complete the lining before we now come to the sleeve. When I complete the lining, I will join the back together, close up the sides, okay, attach this one. I just want to complete the up first, you understand. When I finish my lining, I will close up this back, join them at the two sides using the body measurement and put the lower part so that we'll be left with only the sleeve. Right, I have done the joining. I hope you see it. So all that is left now is the sleeve. Now for the net on this lower part, I made sure I cut long enough to go round. Okay, say about 3 yards. You get it? As slim as it is, about 3 yards. You see the way I attached it. Okay. The next will be now to cut the sleeve and attach as well. Okay. Now when we were taking our measurement, we removed 7 inches. I said it was for the sleeve. So here at the starting point or the shoulder part, I will measure that 7 inches. This is 7 inches. That is for front and back. 1/2 inch for shoulder slope. Okay. And then I'll measure this place. That will be the armhole. I have 5.5. I'll take about 1.5 inches to fold this upper part. Okay. So from here I'll measure that 5.5. So it's like this. And then I will put my round sleeve, 12 inches, 36, allowance of 1.5 inches. I hope you understood what I just did. You know, this sleeve is just like a raglan sleeve. So it's like this. Okay, I'll be folding this upper part this way, okay, before attaching. So I'll now cut using this fabric about 3 inches. I'll use to tape this lower part of the sleeve. So I've taped the lower part and also the shoulder part. I'll only need to close it up using my round sleeve measurement and then attach to the body of the dress and then put the zipper and we are done. Added and every other thing set. Check me out. Check out the back and the front. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you so much. I urge you to please keep trying out new things. And let me please quickly add, for this sleeve, you can see it is dropping, so I'll still make adjustments. Remember it was 7, so I'll still need to make some adjustments to it, okay? You see it's not well fitted. I just needed to be very sincere with you. So I'll still need to make some adjustments. So with that, I say, take very good care of yourself. Be nice to people around you. And no matter what, keep being you and being happy. I love you. Bye.